Hello, this is Frida. Welcome to my channel. For today's tutorial, I will be demonstrating how to crochet on a knitted item, which I did not have enough yarn. So what I did is I just bind off with the yarn that matches the knit item. Or you can do anything on a cotton top that you have that you want to lengthen the top. I also did it on the sleeves and on the collar. I thought I had enough yarn, but I didn't. So let's get started and grab your knitted item or anything that you wish to. I hope you like this tutorial. So let's get started. For this tutorial, I will be showing you tricks. Yes, lots of tricks how to finish a top that I didn't have enough yarn. Okay, so I thought to myself, what can match this lovely yarn? It's linen. And here is the label. I only had 6. I thought I would have enough yarn to knit the top, but unfortunately it didn't. So this was a linen, half knit linen, half cotton. So as you guys know, I was in Turkey for 3 months and I had a hard time finding clothing to fit me, and I didn't take any. I only took 3 pieces and it was very hot compared to where I live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So I was looking for linen and cotton, and unfortunately they were very expensive, or most of I couldn't find the size to fit me. So I had this yarn in my stash, and I will put the picture of the yarn before you're watching this. And then I have this lovely 100% cotton that when I was living in Penticton, BC, there was a yarn shop, so they would have lots of sale, and it was just a walking distance to me. So it was like the regular price was $6.50 each Canadian, and then it went down to $1.99. So that's how I bought it. And this is 100% cotton, and it's super soft, and it's pretty thin. It's like DK. So I thought to myself, I tried every yarn that I have in my stash, but what do you guys think? I think doesn't this look good to match these 2 colors? So I'm almost in the picture. Well, at the beginning I haven't taped it yet, but as this is in working process, so at the beginning you will see the finished look. And I'm thinking first finishing the edge. To do that, I don't have enough yarn to bind off, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a trick and then have it secure. Let me just try to pull the yarn from the inside. That's what I like about. And I always go like this. If you are a knitter or a crocheter, I would advise you to watch this tutorial. If you're a crocheter, you can do this on one of your knitted items, knitted tops that you have. You can make it on the edge, and then, or you know, if the collar is too big, too wide, play around with it. So what I'm going to do is I am going to, okay, here's one of the tricks, because I don't want to, because this is pretty bulky when you make a knot and it's linen. So I'm going to do is, I did show this on my videos that when I'm doing the tutorial. I always show tricks. So this is one of the tricks, and this is how to get rid of the knot. I'm going to bind off, and I'm going to bind off using the knit purl technique, which I usually do on my shrugs, boleras, when I'm binding off, to give that nice edge look. And then after that I'm going to crochet And I did search a lot, looked at pictures, what can I make on the edge, and this is what I thought would be nice. Okay, so this is pretty long. Okay, so I'm gonna tie it here. Maybe tie it here first, just to secure it, because it's linen, right? It can unravel easily. So yeah, I'm always showing tricks. I find these tricks, see, you can't even notice it. I'm always, well, the more you knit, the more you will find tricks. You will try to create tricks. And I don't know anybody in my area who knits. I do have an Edmonton knit and crochet team. Okay, and I usually share my tricks on that in that group. Okay, so this is one of the tricks, and when I'm pulling it, nothing is coming out. See, nothing. I'm pulling it pretty tight. Okay, so I'm just gonna knit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to knit like this, just like this, and then I'm going to put the yarn on the front and then purl two together. I'm going to put the yarn on the back and put back this stitch, and then I'm going to knit. This is how I bind off, and while I'm doing that, I will do extras. I will do an extra knit just to give some stretchy, because it is linen. I don't want it tight on the edge. I will do that every other stitch, and this is all to it. So we did a knit, now we're going to do a purl two together, just like this. And then knit. And I'm using bigger needles, comparing it to the yarn suggestion. I believe it suggested 4mm knitting needles, and this is like a 6 or a 7. So continue like this. If you're knitting something, I will continue every other row. Did I do an extra one? Then I'm going to do a yarn on the front to make a purl, and I will come back when I'm at the end and we will do the purl. This is how we do it. Yarn on the front for purl, yarn on the back for knit. Okay. Okay. Oops, I don't know what I did here. Okay. So funny. Just gonna knit this. Like I said, I don't want it tight. Maybe I forgot to put this here on the other. Just like this. And then don't forget to knit an extra. And this is how it looks like. Okay. Okay, I just wanted to wear it and show it how it looks like. As you can see, the collar is pretty open. And this is the back. So I'm just going to do, oops, sorry. I know it's wiggly. I'm just going to do a couple of roses. I wish I had enough yarn because I just love how it feels, linen and cotton. So if I had, I don't know, 2 more balls of this yarn, it would have been great. But anyways, I'm going to do the collar, just a couple of rows, and then here about 10 inches maybe, just to give that lacy look. What do you guys think? My lovely subscribers, doesn't this look nice? I think it looks nice. Yeah, I wish I had enough yarn. So if I buy yarn from now on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy at least 10. Oh boy. Looks like goldish. Oh my goodness, I just love how it feels. So if you see linen cotton, definitely buy it. It's just 50% cotton and 50% linen. Just wanted to show you. So I did finish binding off, and it is pretty stretchy because I did an extra stitch. I knitted between, and then it's pretty, yeah, it turned out pretty good. Yeah, and maybe I will just do the edges on the sleeves just to give that a little bit extra length. But I think it's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so I grabbed the biggest crochet hook that I have. This is a 6mm crochet hook. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I did my last knit, and I did another knit, or you can just do a chain. Okay, as you can see, there's a huge gap here, so I'm going to make another chain. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go, not here, because this will create a huge hole. I'm going to go below, and then I'm going to make a single crochet loosely. Okay, and then I'm going to chain one. I don't want this to be tight, so I'm going to make a single crochet on the next knit stitch, just like this. So this is what I'm going to do on every knit stitch. Okay, just like this. If you're making it on an item that you bought from a store, you can do the same thing, just like this. Just go chain one. Don't make it tight because we don't want it tight. That's the main thing. I don't want it tight because it's on my waist, and this is a plus size. But if you are a small size, extra small, XX small, medium size, just a medium size, large size, you can make it tight. Depends on your waist. Because I am a plus size, I need to have it loosely. That's why I grabbed the biggest crochet hook. So I'm going to go all the way around, chaining one randomly, and then crocheting single crochets between. And then I will meet you where we started, just to give you an idea how to create this lovely look. You can make anything. I don't know, I've been searching, trying to figure out what to make, and then I found this stitch. Yeah, this is the where I join. And then this is cotton yarn, so you will see these puffs, or I don't know what they are, dusts. It happens. Then I'm just chaining one, and then just randomly going, because I don't want a big hole like this, so I'm going between the knit stitch to create the first row. So go around and I will meet you at where we begin. I think this is going to look nice. We'll see the end results pretty soon. Okay, so I'm done, and I'm going to be joining, but I'm not going to join. So on my last, I did my single crochet, and I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'm going to skip one and then make a single crochet on that chain that I did. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, loosely as you can, so it won't be tight. And I am going to make a single crochet. So I'm going to go all the way around, and I'll come back and show you how to make the second row of this lovely edging. I am back where we started, so what I'm going to do is I did my single crochet on the last. You just can play around with it, and what I did is I skipped one and then did the single crochet and then did 5 chain. So on the second row of this stitch, what I did is I did my single crochet, 5 chain, and then I'm going to do a single crochet in between, and then I'm going to chain 6 instead of, I want to increase because I don't want it tight, just to give you an idea how it looks like. So it's not tight at all, because I'm a plus size and I don't want it tight. So 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'm going to do a single crochet here. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm chaining loosely, and then I'm doing a single crochet where the chain 5 chains is on the previous row, and I'm just going to go around like this all the way around, and I'll meet you to start the new row. Doesn't this look nice? And then I am going to do the same thing on the sleeves. So I'm not going to show you how it's done. It's the same technique. So I'm going to bind off as I showed you on the sleeves, and then I'm going to do the same, and I will pick up stitches here, just bind off, and then I will pick up, well, I'll be going single crochet all the way around and around, and I will do the same method, same what I'm doing on the edge and on this other sleeve. But I would highly recommend, when you're doing the collar area, use a smaller crochet hook, because I don't want it loose on the collar area. So this is like a 6 crochet hook, millimeter crochet hook. So I would go down to maybe 4 and 4.5. Just use your judgment, and I will back to show you the other row. A lot of crocheting to do, as this is a plus size. Okay, so it's been 2 days. I did not have time to come back. I had car issues. So I went back and I finished the collar, and this is how it looks like, just to give you an idea. And I did one of the sleeves. And I tried to do it tight because it was pretty loose. I had to frog it, and I did it like twice. Okay, now I am going to show you how the edges look going to be. But I'm going to be using all the yarn that I have. So I'll finish the other sleeve, and I'll come back to do this part, because I want to use the yarn that I have, and I want to crochet as long as I want. Oops, sorry again. I'm in my bathroom here. And this is how the collar looks like. So this is how I figured out. Crocheting 1 row, double crochet, crocheting 3 chain, 1 double crochet, 3 chain, crocheting double crochet, oh sorry, not the 3 crochet, 1 double crochet, there's going to be chains, and I think I showed you, yeah. So I am crocheting where the 5 chain, single crochet, 5 chain, and the second row is single crochet, 4 chain, single crochet. This part is hard to see, but yeah, that's that part. And then 1 row of double crochet, and then 1 row of 3 chain, double crochet, 3 chain, and then we skip 2 double crochet, and then the last row is just chaining 5 and then doing 2 single crochet, chaining 5, doing 2 single crochet, and then go to the next box and do 2 single crochet. Well, I'll try to show it to you how it's done, but I think that the color matches, don't you think so? Yeah, it was pretty tough for me to decide, but I love how linen, like this is the first time I'm knitting myself a linen top, and it feels so good, and it's soft, and it's really hard to describe, but with the cotton and linen, it's pretty good, and this just finishes the look. Okay, so let's go back and I will show you how to do the edge, but I will finish the sleeve and let's go from there. Okay, so I'm back where we started. What I'm going to do is, I've been trying to figure out how to do this next row, as it's going to be only double crochets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3 and then crochet here. Okay. Okay, as you can see, there's supposed to be 2 double crochets, as I did on the collar and on the sleeve area. 2 double crochets like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3 double crochets and try to make it loose as I can. And I went back to my 3.5 double crochet, 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, and then I'm just gonna make 3 double crochets just like this. Okay. And if I see if it's tight, I will make 4 double crochets. You just need to use your judgment. If you're a small size, I would say make 3 or even 2 double crochets, because on the following row we're going to do is we're going to make boxes. The boxes are double crochet, 3 chain, double crochet, 3 chain, and then we skip 2. But because this is the waist area, I don't want it tight. I just want it loose as it can be, but not loose to make it ruffle. So that's what I'm going to do. So instead of jumping 2, I might jump 3. 1, 2, 3, yeah. And then, yeah, just use your judgment. Like I said, if it's tight, try to make it 4 double crochets between, if you see if it's getting tight. Just like this. And it depends on which crochet hook you're using, and then what yeah, because this one, I think I feel more comfortable using the, it says to use a 3, and I was using a 6, I believe. Yeah, this is pretty big to crochet it with. Yeah. Yeah, just like this. Try to make it as loose as you can, and so I'll meet you back here and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm back where we started. I know this part can be confusing, but nothing to worry about. So what I did is I did my chain, and I'm going to go up here, and I will fix that on the following row. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain 3, and then I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, and then jump here. So we're going to be skipping 3. And I noticed that it didn't tighten, or it didn't go ruffle on me. So it went pretty well all the way around the 3. Well, again, it depends on how you crochet. If you crochet tighter than I do, then you might do some increasing on the, instead of doing 3 double crochets, you can do 4 double crochets and play around with it. So I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and then jump 3, and then come here, and then make a double crochet. So this row is going to be like this, and even with the 2, I see that it does tighten, and cotton yarn does not stretch. So be very cautious about that, and put it on and try it. Like, this is the, I'm almost done. I'm just doing the edge in the bottom of the top. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let me try this. If it's tightened, I will do 4 chain instead of 3. Yeah, it does tighten, see? you will notice it, and we don't want to tighten as much as more than this. So I'm going to chain 4, 3, 4, and then see how would that work. 1, 2, 3, jump 3. Yeah, that gives you more room. So I'm going to chain 1, 2, 3, and then chain 4, play around with it. Even when you follow a written pattern, I get customers, they send me the pattern, or they ask me if I can knit them or crochet them, and so I go and buy the pattern and it doesn't work. So I always play around with it. So use your judgment and put it on. We don't want it tight, and I'm going to be blocking it so it will be relaxing more. But yeah, even this looks good, right? So maybe chain 3 and then the following chain 4, and I'll come back to show you the following row, and I will let you crochet like I'm making up as I go. So I'm here right now, and when I finish it I will do this. What I do is I just do single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, single crochet, chain 5, chain 5. Or you don't have to even make this if you don't, but I wanted to, just to, you know, give a different look. And then so after this, after the box that I am creating, I'm going to make another double crochet, and after the double crochet I'm going to making these chains. I'm going to be chaining 5 and then 4 on the next row. So chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, just like that. Like I made it here, and I'll be skipping two double crochets, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet, chain 5, and on the following row I will be doing the chain 5, chain 4, single crochet, chain 4. So I'm chaining less on the second row, and then after this I will make another double crochet. So I'm just gonna crochet as I go and try to use up all the yarn, and then I'm gonna put it on and try it. If I see the length is okay, and I'll just finish it. So yeah, this is all to it. So this was just a short tutorial on how to create, if you have a knitted item, if you knit, and then you see that the length is short, and then you just can play around, even with the cotton tops that we go and buy. I think it looks good. And I'll put my tag here because I get confused if this is the front or the back. Even my son says, "Mom, why don't you sew your tag so we won't get confused?" Yeah, even it looks like a front, but yeah, sometimes when you see the tag it's way better. Yeah, like I said, this is a short tutorial on how to show you how to create this design. And if you want to check that poncho, it's I posted on my Instagram, Angora_Balera. That's where you can find me. And I wanted to keep it this way. My YouTube channel is my my legal name, Feride Erbashar. In Canada they call me Frida. It's a worldwide name. It's Frida. I think in France they call Frederick. It's the same. It's an international name. Yeah, so I just used my legal name and I didn't change anything. It's Frida Erbashar. That's my YouTube channel, and it's my Facebook. I have 2 Facebooks. One is my craft Facebook, and one is my private that I opened when Facebook first opened. Did they open in 2007 when they first started? Okay, I'm mumbling too much, so I'll go back. Yeah, check that poncho and see if you like it. So I will do a tutorial on that. I just need to figure out the yarns from my stash I want to use up. But I found out, I think you just need 3 balls for a small size, like a 300-gram yarn to crochet that poncho. If you check that poncho on my Instagram page I posted, And yeah, and you can follow me if you want to follow. Then you can see what I am planning to do, because I always post pictures if I see something or if I'm working on something. Like I started this, I think, 2 weeks ago, and it took me a while to finish it. And I still have to do the edge. See, this is how it looks like. So I will be continuing going on. And yeah. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. Share it with your family and friends. And you can click the bell button so you will be notified when I post. I try to post every week, but sometimes I can't. There's life. And I'm a one person who tried to crochet and knit. And I get orders meanwhile from my Etsy shop. Or I get local from Edmonton. People order. And that's how I get busy, and I do tutorials randomly. I am planning to do a rug, a doily. It's a beautiful rug that I want to do for my laundry room. I have the yarn. Everything's ready. It's just time consuming. I have plans for a couple of hats that I have. And yeah. So subscribe to my channel, share with your family and friends, and happy crocheting!